So I think it's 6:42 p.m. October 30th, 2020. I am in my chair in my room. There's no one in the house right now other than me. I want to start now, but my co-host is fucking gone, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. So I don't know. This is a weird intro. I don't really know where I'm going with this. It fuck you. This look. Here's the deal, right? At the end of the day, it's just Twitter. It's just a podcast. All right, let's just go right into it. So how have you two been?
I've been. Oh
No, go ahead.
no, you go first. You're the new guest.
Oh, I'm the new guest. Yeah, I've been in and out of the hospital all week.
Oh,
Jesus. What a way to
a lot
start.
more dramatic.
Yeah.
What?
A lot more dramatic than I thought it would be, but still.
Yeah, they just need to like straighten out my medication and stuff.
Oh, that's good then. I think
Yeah.
maybe.
They kind of figured it out.
My week's been fun. I got quarantined because of COVID. Well, I finally got out of quarantine because of COVID.
Nice.
That's pretty
So
cool.
my fucking roommates decided they wanted to get COVID-19.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I just didn't get a test. I was like, I have it.
Dude, in America, the test fucking sucks. Dude.
Yeah, we've got.
Yo, they shove that shit down your throat. I was like, I would rather not.
We have the one where like you have to like scrape the back of the top of your sinuses or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
bad.
no. Here they do behind your tonsils, and then they shove it up your nose.
Fuck, that's awful.
And one girl came back negative, but we think she did it wrong because she didn't know where her tonsils were.
What?
I don't even have tonsils. They removed mine, so it was bad.
Yeah,
So they went through my like nose. It was bad.
The only thing that's ever been stolen from me is teeth. I think I've had like over 10 teeth removed. No,
What?
I've either had 8 or 10 removed. Because I had 4 or 6 taken out when I was a kid. Because like for some reason a lot of my teeth just came through black.
Wait, did you say 4 or 8?
No, when I was younger, 4 or 6 of my teeth were taken. No, it was 4 or 6 were taken out when I was a kid because a lot of my teeth were coming through without enamel and they were black. And then when I got my adult teeth, they had to take 4 out because I needed braces and my mouth was overcrowded.
What?
Yeah,
Yo.
it was.
British dentistry.
yeah, so they just took those shits out.
Yeah, I can't remember if they let me keep them. I should have asked.
Is it like pretty uncommon for like British people to like have braces?
No, a shit ton of because they're free here. You get braces for free. So like
Oh.
if you need them, you get them pretty much.
That'd be pretty. That makes sense actually.
But
No. It's just like I'd imagine there'd probably be a lot of them considering. Don't you guys not have fluoride in your water?
yeah, I don't think we do.
The fluoride's there.
Yeah. Makes the frogs gay and all that.
Yeah, that whole.
My teeth were really fucked up though. Like I had one tooth that was growing out like horizontally because my mouth was so overcrowded.
What?
But I never needed bands. I didn't have an overbite or an underbite.
Huh.
Really?
So, yeah, all of my friends who had braces at the same time were like complaining about their bands, and I didn't need them. I was like, but I do have like a permanent, like really big scar in my mouth from when my braces broke, and I didn't want to make an emergency appointment because I didn't want to be a bother.
Jeez.
So I just let my wire carve a hole in my mouth.
What?
Oh God.
I had to sit in like class with my mouth open so that it wouldn't like catch.
Oh my
Just
god.
so horribly scuffed.
Yeah.
Jesus. I think was it. Oh shit! I need to update that. So on my YouTube channel, I have my old Twitter and my old Twitter link, which was suspended because I recorded it before I was suspended, and then I was suspended the night I was uploading it, I think. So I made my new account and immediately had to well, Jesus Christ. I hate it here.
Anna told me I was going to be the next person to be suspended, and I was like, no, I've sucked Jack's dick. I've been extra careful not to upset the man.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of e-girls be suspended. It's a little suspicious.
Yeah. Jack's just got them all in a harem. Everyone thinks that like Koenig and shit has a cult. No, it's Jack from Twitter.com.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. I hate it so much. It's awful. I didn't even do anything on my last account. It wasn't even my fault. Fucking like I think it's the funniest thing because Poison was the one that got me suspended in the first place. Like and
Really?
yeah, because he fucking what is it? Because he has all his fucking what is it? His cabal of what is it? Right wing Twitter people, which you know it's pretty funny. But he quote retweeted. I don't remember. I think it was the homo fascism video, and it got exactly the reaction that I wanted to. People were really angry, but there were a bunch of people like mass reporting my account, and so it suspended it for the banner, which was nothing actually, you know, bad.
Yeah.
So like,
I love that a
I've never
homo
done anything
fascist
bad.
video got you fucking
man,
suspended.
that's awful.
Yeah. I've never done anything bad on Twitter.com.
Yeah, no, totally not.
I think to get me banned, you'd have to go through everything and report any slightly sus thing I've done. Because I don't think I've done anything outright that would get me suspended. So I think I'm okay. But saying that, I'm jinxing it, and my account is going to be gone next week.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I have 9 other accounts.
Yeah.
You know how Yume made like 6 accounts? I already had them ready to go.
Oh fuck! I remember that night. That was. That was wild. They all went, and it's one of those things. I completely understand why they all went poof. And it's one of those things.
No, she has to block out her name.
Yeah.
It's a trigger word. It's a trigger word for Twitter. They see that and they just, you're gone.
I mean, what is it? There's still a bunch of people that use that name. I think it's literally just her. That's, dealing with something like that, I guess.
Yeah, I've never seen it happen like that. Like the way she would come up, last like 20 minutes, and just go down.
Oh yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was fucking rough. Like cause I think it was funny. So she went, and then 3 minutes later I went. So I think.
Oh, you went down together.
I don't like that.
Aww.
I don't like that. I think there's a connection.
Yeah, I've never said anything.
Yeah, you've never said anything that could get you suspended, Shane.
Yeah, never.
Too smart. It's too ready for it.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you get locked for anyway?
I've never even been locked.
I don't know if I can say it on the podcast.
Was it the N-word?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
But I didn't say it in direction to anybody, so I don't know.
Well,
No, I broke
Do you
up with
think
my like,
do you
girlfriend.
think you could go to Twitter and be like, "Oh, I'm black," and they'd unlock it?
I
Like
kinda-
if you just said it, that's so strange. Cause like imagine like, oh
No.
no, that could cause so much issues.
oh, it'd be so bad.
I said a derogatory term for black people, and then Jewish people, and then homosexual people.
Oh my
And
god.
then-
Oh Jesus Christ, doing the speed
Yeah,
run.
you're just running down the list.
yeah, no. It was all bants. It was all banter.
So banter until your fucking account gets logged.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Well, at least what you have a day and a half left.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I.
I just have to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
No, what happened was it would have been fine, but I got really drunk and then I forgot to delete it. So
Oh, what is it? I think it's Sebastopol, and she mapped out like if it's in a regular tweet, you have 20 minutes.
yeah.
20 minutes to delete it, and if you could get it
Yeah.
done, then you're good.
Yeah, I just kind of fell asleep. Like I tweeted it and then I deleted it, or then I forgot to delete it. So
I fucking love that Seb took the time to figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
no, she's great.
Oh yeah,
Oh fucking, I love Seb.
Yeah, she's great.
she's such a nice person, and it was always like, I don't know, it felt like a surprise, kind of.
I thought she was a guy for the longest time.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, I thought she was a dude. I don't know why. Cause like normally I assume everyone's a fucking girl on Twitter,
Oh
which
You
I
see-
know isn't the normal thing.
Yeah.
'Cause, like no females on Twitter.
yeah, no women on the internet. They're not real.
It's all femboys, all of them, every last one.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Oh fuck, what is it? So, oh god, my first interaction with Seb was on Jay's server. The was it fucking J55365?
JAVJ.
Yeah, JIVJ. And fucking it was one of the nights just after his suspension. And I remember it very vividly because there was like 30 of us in the VC and we were all yelling at each other. I think it was also the night I got peer pressured into reading one of the Ben Shapiro copy pastas. Oh yeah, that was a rough night. But so that happened. But then she came in, and I think I don't know, cause she joined, and Alphabetical was also in there, and either she was already there, or well, one came after the other, and I remember that like because everyone was being really loud, and somehow both of them were like louder than everyone else. But so like they got mad at each other and both left, and so like that was my first interaction with Seb. So that's how I met her.
Yeah.
Oh, my first interaction with Seb wasn't great, to be honest. No, not like she wasn't great. But basically, I hadn't really interacted with it. Like I followed her and shit, and like I saw her on timeline. But Fate had basically DM'd me being like, "Yo, can you add Seb to the server?" And I was packing to leave for uni that day, so I like wasn't on Twitter much. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. Like I don't care. She seems chill. I don't give a fuck." But there had already been a vote in the server to not have her in.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So shit went down. So I'm like sitting in this VC.
Mm-hmm.
Jack had said something that like had upset her. I think she was also having like a bad time as well.
Oh yeah.
So like
Mhm.
they were all fighting and shit, and I was just trying to like I was like having a breakdown because I was like I don't know if I should pack this, and then I just hear them in the background. I was like, what the fuck is happening? but I think they all worked it out, so I'm glad they did because like Seb is really nice. She's been nothing but
Yeah, she's
lovely to
great.
me.
Yeah, she's great. My first interaction with her, I did like one of those freestyle tweets.
Oh yeah.
I
What
did
the
one
fuck
of
is a freestyle tweet?
Oh fuck. So. Oh no, Chains. I'll let you describe it.
um, like sometimes like a tweet will like just inspire me to like freestyle like rap, like and
Huh?
wait, really you never saw those?
No, not once.
Oh, all right. Well, some like I'm like your quintessential local rapper.
Oh,
and-
hell yeah.
and,
SoundCloud or YouTube, my guy.
yeah, and I freestyle rapped on one of her tweets, and she fucking is not happy with it. So she asked me to delete it, but I was like cool with it. So now I basically ask permission to like, is this like an okay tweet to like freestyle on? Because she like is not happy with it, but yeah, then we like interacted a little bit, and then it was cool. So,
I love the fact that you're like, do I have permission to spit bars right now?
yeah, basically, yeah,
Oh fuck.
yeah. That's basically what I do now.
I think, what is it? Like one of our first interactions, Chain, was it you had DM'd me because you had been like just tweeting basically all the time, like every like 3 minutes, and it would just be
Yep.
something new, and it'd be fucking crazy, and I'd laugh my ass off. And like I was just liking and retweeting basically everything, and it was great because you DM'd me. It says like, yeah, thank you for like bearing with like my mental breakdown. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I think on my first account I interacted with you, and it was like a schizophrenia bonding thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aw,
But, like, other than
schizo bonding.
yeah, schizo bonding.
Wholesome.
I wonder who has like the best breakdowns on Twitter.
Oh fuck.
I don't know, man. I have pretty bad breakdowns on Twitter.
I think.
Like-
Man, I don't even know. It depends.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't think I've ever had like a good breakdown on Twitter. Like none of them have ever been like funny.
I remember.
No, I like laugh at my breakdowns.
Oh, what is it? I remember my first one. I think people thought it was funny because in hindsight it was pretty funny, but like
Yeah.
it's one of those things. At the time, it made me really uncomfortable. It's like, why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing at my pain?
Yeah, like I'm
And,
going through something.
and then you're like on Twitter for like 3 months and you're like guys, I'm going through something, and you're like, the show is about to begin.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's a pretty big cope.
Like I remember on my first private, fucking, I made the I put in the the bio, there's a turn notice on if you want a front row seat, and it's like, I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking great. Just being like, welcome to but the show is just you in misery.
Yes.
It's gonna be so bad one day, because one day someone's gonna have like a massive fucking meltdown on timeline, and then nothing
Oh yeah.
ever
Yeah.
from that account again. And then like 3 months later, somebody posts a thing like, hey, I think this person died.
It's okay. It's one of those things. Like, there's so many people that are just like faking it for attention.
Oh,
that
yeah.
like it becomes hard to tell. Like,
Oh no, I have such a good plan. If I ever like commit suicide, I'm going to leave in my note like my Twitter password and thing, and I'm gonna be like, please, you have to make a tweet being like, hey, this is Sage's uncle. I'm like, you have to,
oh
please.
dude, that's
Because
fucked.
so that my suicide is real, like I'm dead, I'm gone. But everyone's like, fuck Sage. How could she?
Yeah.
And if whoever finds my body doesn't do it, I will be distraught. I will haunt them for the rest of my ghost life.
Honestly, that's one of the things. It's like, you guys gotta make sure my mutuals know I'm gone for good. Like,
Yeah.
Oh wait, fuck.
Like if.
I can just schedule the tweet. I don't even need anyone else.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, we'll just schedule one. It's like I'll probably. Oh fuck. The worst part is, even if I failed, like I probably wouldn't remember to cancel it. So it'd get posted, and I'd have to really quickly like scramble to delete it.
In post, and you ignore that.
Yeah, ignore that. Don't.
If you saw it, no, you didn't.
Yeah, don't ignore. Don't look at it.
I love when people do that, when they tweet something, instantly delete it, and then make another tweet being like, "Hey, if you saw that, no."
Yeah, it's so weird.
Serenity did it with a poll, and I was so curious what the poll was, because like, why would you need to delete the poll?
Yeah, I didn't see the poll, and like it's weird.
Oh no.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't not believe in them. I don't.
I'm kind of like on the fence, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not like hard lined either way. Like I can be pushed either way.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna sleep in a graveyard. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Mm.
Like,
I don't know if I believe in ghosts in like the way they're normally portrayed, as if like I believe like remnants of people could like lurk.
Yeah.
oh,
Because like, have you ever like had one of those experiences where something was just like too off, like it was too perfect?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you could just like it just felt like a message beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Because I've never had one, but all of my family have. Like
Really?
they all have like my family's like my family like batshit crazy motherfuckers. Like go for tarot reading, batshit crazy motherfuckers.
Oh,
Not that anyone who goes for like, but like they're very spiritual like that. So, like, and like whenever someone in my family dies, they are like instantly attached to an animal. Like when my dad died, it was robins, and when my granddad died, it was foxes. And like whenever anyone in my family like sees those animals, they're like, "That's them." I'm like, there is 100 foxes in this area. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I get really fucking creeped out by a lot of things. Like when I was younger, I was deathly afraid of like sleeping with I wouldn't sleep with my back to the door. I wouldn't sleep with my back to the wall. Like I would sleep always on my back. I would always make sure the blankets were tucked underneath me, and I'd always make sure that my blankets were over my mouth and nose.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. And then it's like I don't know what it was, but it was just like I was deathly afraid of some random nothing getting, I don't know, fucking trying to smother me or strangle me, and I thought that like that would help.
I feel that's so hard. So we were like studying like ancient Egypt when I was like in year 4. So that would be like when I was like, I don't know, probably like 7 or 8. And I convinced myself that there was a pharaoh waiting in the hallway outside my door, and I was terrified of it. I had to like sprint like full speed to the bathroom. Like I was terrified that like an ancient pharaoh was gonna come back from the dead and kill me. Like my childhood fear was like King Tut.
Really?
King Tut resurrects with his like cleft lip and his club foot, and he's hobbling at you.
It's so funny because like we didn't really learn about like the fact that he was like gravely disfigured. I found that out years and years later. So it's really funny because like in my head, like I imagine this like grand, like it like he looked like the what do they call, like sarcophaguses?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looked like how like those were presented, and then I found out that he was like what, like 3 foot.
Yeah,
like,
he was really short.
Like no brain cells, club foot.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I'm a moron.
Yeah. it's always really funny. Like the ideas that we have as children are almost always just so obnoxiously wrong that like looking back at them, it's like, man, did I really think that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. I have one of those. Just like the dumbest. So I was raised in like a religious family, so like I believed in heaven.
mm-hmm.
For some reason, I had convinced myself that you could only buy cars in heaven. Like you had to go to heaven, buy a car, and drive it back down, and that was the only. And it was so fucking weird because I lived near a car dealership. I drove past it, and I remember driving past it because like they had one of the like balloon man thingies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fucking loved them as kids.
Yeah.
And fuck, so like I saw cars getting sold, and my fucking like
That's
5-year-old brain was still like, no, you have to go to heaven to buy a car.
Hey, I one of my best friends as a kid had a orchard, like an apple orchard, and apparently like one of the best ways to like scare off birds and stuff from like eating your apples is to have one of those like balloon people, like a car dealership.
Yeah.
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 It makes sense, but that's so funny. Like you're driving by an apple orchard and just
Yeah,
see one of
you
those
see
in the middle
one.
of it.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You're like, what are these people doing?
Yeah.
Oh Christ. So, in orchestra today, we had a half day. I don't fucking know why, but so.
Do you play an instrument or something?
What?
Do you play an instrument?
Yeah, I play the stand-up bass.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I played the stand-up bass too.
Yo, you're fucking.
Doesn't Dare also
Yeah,
play the stand-up
Dare does
bass?
as well.
Fucking what the fuck?
Yeah, three
What the
insane dudes on Twitter fucking all play the stand. I think there's a connection.
Yeah, there
You
has
play the bass and you get mental illness. That's just how it be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
What is it? So we were doing an instrument costume contest where you dress up your instrument in a Halloween costume or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and someone did one of the funniest things. Like I saw it in class because we were going through them all in class and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And if I'm being completely honest, all the other ones were obnoxiously boring, and like I didn't care for them. Like they were just dumb. But I saw this one, and I'll post it in the Discord, so no one else can see it. But I
Enhancing the audio performance.
yeah. But so I saw that.
Oh no!
I saw that, and I started cackling. So the orchestra room.
I love the fucking harp.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
The ego violin.
It's so good.
Chains.
It fucking.
Dude, she's just like me.
It's really fucked up too, because I saw that and it took me like 5 seconds. Like I saw it and it's like shock, and I had to stare at it, and then like it just clicked. And so the orchestra room we're playing in, because we have classes at the same time as the band, we can't use the band room, which is what we used last year. So we're in the choir room, which is very acoustic, so there's a lot of echoes. But so I was cackling in this like room with 13 people in it, made for a choir, and there was so much echo. It was so funny to me. I couldn't stop laughing. It was just so bizarre. Like I didn't see it coming. Like fuck it. Oh dear God. It made my day, but at the same time, it's like the person that did that was in the room, and I really hope they didn't think I was like, making fun of them.
Yeah.
Because like, it fucking works.
I just love how simple it is.
Yeah.
Like, It's so minimalistic, but at the same time, it's like they perfected it. They boiled egos down to 3 things, and ran with, and it works.
Yeah. Oh Christ! So there were 3 winners, and the 3 categories was most original, the spookiest, and the funniest.
Yeah.
E-Girl Violin won one of them, and
Really?
it was the spookiest. And I don't know, that really speaks to me. I think about that a lot.
To be fair, see ego on Twitter, I do feel fear.
Yeah.
You feel what?
Yeah. You see an ego on Twitter, my instant reaction is fear. Or I've had talks because a lot of them are my friends now, but I'm like, oh yeah, no. When I first saw your account, you terrified me. Literally, Ryder used to terrify me, because my first interaction with her was her making a joke about oh, I bet you have a bad relationship with your dad or something.
Oh
and
yeah.
me being like, my dad is dead, and her being like, oh, and she had written the joke, but she went in my DMs and was like, are you okay? And I was like, oh yeah, no, I thought we were joking. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Because fucking my brain can't fucking tell when other people find shit funny.
Yeah.
I love when I break people in enough to where they start making jokes about my fucking dad. Me and my friend were watching Mamma Mia, and my best friend started cracking jokes about how at my wedding we're gonna snort my dad's ashes like cocaine, and the other 2 people in the room, me and her were laughing our fucking asses off, and the other 2 people in the room were dead silent, looking at each other, so uncomfortable.
Yeah, no. My mom's dead, so I get it.
It's
once you start laughing at the trauma, other people's trauma, that's when you know you're homies.
Yeah.
It's
or enemies.
Yeah.
No, I would snort my mom's ashes.
That seems.
Oh, the fuck yeah.
That seems really cool, you know. But you'd probably die.
Oh, maybe.
No.
Well, no, not die. There would be negative health effects.
No.
Maybe, but there's always negative health effects when you snort shit up your nose. It's just part of life.
Yeah. It's just par for the course. Yeah.
I mean, what can you expect?
Exactly.
Oh, I was gonna make a fucking tweet earlier and I never got around to it. But it was about this time that so my friend had come around my house for the first time, and I showed him a picture of my dad, and I was like, this is my dead father. And he was like, and he looks at me and goes, your dad looks like a hot e-boy. I was like, get out of my house. Leave. Don't come back.
Oh, that's rough.
No.
Oh, fuck.
No, my dad pretty much the only person that could fucking.
The worst thing was it was true.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
What is it so a lot of people talk about resemblance with their parents. It's I think I resemble my mom a lot more, because my dad, right, I'm what, I'm around 115, 112 pounds, right? I'm really underweight.
Yeah.
My dad is fucking he's muscular, and it's not beauty muscle. He could fucking punch me in the jaw, and I feel my jaw would just come clean off. He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's not intimidating. He's just I guess
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look nothing like my dad.
That's always been one of the things. It's people say it's you look a lot like your mom, or you look a lot like your dad.
Yes.
It's thanks, I don't see it.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, right? So my mom has blue eyes, and my dad has hazel. He either had hazel or they were brown. I think they were brown. I have fucking green eyes. So, and I look nothing like my dad. and my dad was like also like in and out of prison
Yeah.
around the time like I was conceived.
Oh, that's
So
yeah.
That's interesting.
I think so. It's always been one of those things where like I've just kind of stopped really. I don't know. So my dad has gray eyes. Like he's colorblind. All the was on my dad's side. Him and his two brothers are all colorblind.
why is colorblindness more common in men?
I have no fucking clue. Like yeah, I don't know.
70% of people that are colorblind are men.
That's just weird.
So strange.
Fucking like so they're all colorblind. My grandpa on my dad's side is colorblind. And the weird thing is, right? Not grandpa not my dad's father. He's my dad's father by marriage.
Yeah.
And so like it's really fucking weird, but basically so everyone in my fucking family's colorblind on my dad's side except for me. Like I that gene skipped me.
Well,
You
that's-
made it out.
Yeah, I made it out.
Your eyes are like, nah, bro. You're seeing the color red. I got you.
Yeah, fuck. It's
Did you have the kid that pretended to be colorblind in your school?
Yeah.
oh fuck.
I was in like an extra learning class, so basically I was failing Spanish, so they put me in like dumb Spanish class, and I was sitting next to like another dumb, and she was like, and we were making presentations on Mexico, and she was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. We're gonna take the colorblind test. And then, like, she was obviously lying about all of her answers. I was like, oh my god. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because I could tell. I was just sitting there like, sis, why is this the hill you want to die on?
Yeah, there was this kid Corey in my class who like lied about being colorblind, and it was like super obvious. He had like every like condition that you could self-diagnose.
The self-diagnosing kid?
Yeah.
I dated them.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
I remember walking with him once. It's fine. We only dated for a week because he broke up with me a week later, being like, "No, I'm gay. I'm sorry." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But I was walking with him once, and he was like, "Yeah, I have DID. You can't meet one of my identities though." And I was like, "All right, fuck it. I'll shoot." Why? And he was like, "Cause he's a murderer. He'd kill you in a second."
Yeah, every condition that you could self-diagnose. There's this one kid in my class that like he had ADHD. He was colorblind. There's one in every high school.
What is it? So in 8th grade, when one of my best friends moved here, someone made a joke and asked if he was colorblind, and he jokingly said yes. But so it started this like entire rumor throughout the school where everyone thought he was colorblind, but he wasn't. So people would ask him if he was colorblind, and he'd have to say no, and it was like this dance, and like I'd see it almost every time it happened. Like whenever I watched it, and you could just see it's like, so hey, what's it like being colorblind? And that's always
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Normally, you don't walk into a situation assuming they have whatever it is. Normally, you ask them, "Are you colorblind? And if so, what's it like?" Or "I've heard you are." Just
Also, the funniest thing about that is how the fuck do you describe being colorblind?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it like being colorblind? I don't know. I can't tell the difference between red and green. Like, what do you think it's like?
Yeah, it's always been weird to me because like, my dad he said it's like, yeah, given the opportunity, I wouldn't try the goggles. They're fucking weird, and it's like, why don't you do it? I think it'd be funny.
It's like such like an okay. No offense to anybody suffering with colorblindness. I'm sure your life is so tough, but like it's like one of those illnesses where like you can give or take. Like it's not super affecting your life.
Yeah. Like most.
Do you remember when Logan Paul pretended to be colorblind?
Oh, I remember that, and he cried on video when he fucking.
Yeah, he was like, "I can see you finally." It was like, what the fuck?
Like, what is wrong with you? You doing okay, man? It's like I feel like some colorblind people though act like with the self-righteousness of someone who's blind. You know, like how blind people will say it's like, yeah, if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't choose to gain vision. I've lived this way my entire life. It's like, bitch, we'll see.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you say that when it's not possible, but you'll see. It's like I'm completely, and no offense to any, blind listeners, but like quite frankly, I don't believe you're I don't believe you. I think you are I think you take
Or
it.
how are they gonna find it? They can't see.
Yeah.
That's like that fucking Bo Burnham joke, right? Like in one of his songs where he's like, it's like the management is like, no, you can't say you don't like girls without arms, and he's like, what are they gonna do? Buy my song on iTunes? No. It's so good. I miss Bo Burnham. I want him to release another comedy special, but he won't.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where like sometimes people see they're out and they take it, and I think I respect that.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? That's what Joji did. He saw it was out, he took it, and he wrote a fucking book and made a shit ton of money from the book. And I respect that.
Joji wrote a book?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
because it was like a Filthy Frank book or whatever.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Francis of
Dude,
the Filth.
I fucking hate when people are like, why can't Joji just go back to the way he was? Like, it was like, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be funny anymore. Because it'd be too pleased. Like, he did the best thing he could. He left it when he was at his peak.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's why he has such a fucking amazing legacy. He can never come back.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because there's too much hype.
Like, what is it?
Like, he has to just keep doing new shit. Like, he can never go back to Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. And, like, he's doing a good job with what he's doing. And I respect the fuck out of that. Because what is it? Like, if you look at the older stuff he's done, it's so fucking weird. Like, there was the one video where, like, he was being chased around by the fucking, really muscular guy, and he got a trash can thrown at his back, and he, like, fell on the ground. You couldn't do that now.
Yeah.
It's like, you'd get fucking, taken off the platform.
Could you...
Or something.
Yeah.
Could you fucking imagine if, like, he was releasing, like, fucking... the songs like Kill Yourself or fucking
oh fuck
what's it called, You're So Nice.
Oh
like
yeah.
If he released that today,
Or like
but you can't cancel him now because like he's just one of the people that like you can't cancel because it's like he'll just be like he doesn't care. No, it's like he's one of the people that built his audience on like those people that didn't care about that shit. So when like you cancel these people, like they know they don't care. They just don't give a shit. So they're not gonna stop listening to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's like so many artists that will like, this was like a riot band, but like Girlwood came out with like a rape accusation and just lost all of their following. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because like that was the kind of people that listened, like the people that engaged in cancel culture.
Yeah.
Were the type of people that listened to that music.
Yeah.
But then like, fucking people try to cancel Joji or Bo Burnham, and people are like, no, I know he's edgy.
Yeah, that's
why I like him.
It's It's especially when like, what is it? I think it was pretty evident, like with iDubbbz and Leafy.
Yeah.
The mutual audience was massive, and so when iDubbbz made his video, there was no real way for Leafy to respond because the damage had been done.
Oh yeah, and also Leafy had like already been like looking like a little bitch because he'd like been in beef with Keemstar for months.
Oh yeah, it was
at that
it
point.
was really bad.
Like he was already on like a losing streak, and I just came in and fucking pulled the plug.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, like, that content cop, like it wasn't even like it wasn't like the other ones he did, like the one on Keems or whatever. Like there wasn't like a ton of shit against Leafy. It was pretty much just being like, lol, you suck.
Yeah.
And like that just ruined him. The fact that like it was like it wasn't like in detail about how bad he was. It was just, you suck and you have a bad chin, and that was enough for everyone to be like,
yeah, just like,
man, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
It was amazing just how fast it happened. Because what is it? I used to watch Leafy, and I didn't stop watching him. It was just, this guy seems kind of lame now. I kept watching him, and then he just kind of vanished. And I think that was the right thing. Because he left, right? He took a break, and then he just came back.
Yeah, he came back. He's back now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got stuff. Like, and like people don't care. I don't know, man. Something about Leafy is still very soy boy-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Like something about him. Dude, I feel so bad for him though. Okay, this is gonna be really mean, but like I feel like the worst like bad feature you can have is a weak chin.
Yeah.
Like
That makes sense.
Like I feel like with like noses and shit, like I feel like there's a lot of like room to be like, this is like my heritage, like with a weak chin you ain't got shit.
Yeah.
Like you just like your face is just sloped.
Yes.
Like that's all you got.
But I think it's really interesting when I don't know how to describe it. It is interesting to me when you can see like an entire community completely turn on someone just at the drop of the hat. And I always wondered, it's like, how did you gain a community to begin with?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when you have essentially a following in which at the slightest thing they will completely turn against you. It's like, what?
Well, the thing with Leafy was that like he had like been riding the bully kids kind of clout like line that like everybody had like been following back at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was so many people doing it that I think like Rice Gum lost it, fucking, and like the people that didn't adapt like just lost it. Like Rice Gum is so fucking irrelevant now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
Fuck.
I haven't like fucking heard anything about him in months, maybe like a year.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's right. It's one of those things. His existence, to me, is just baffling. Because the fact he got as far as he did is weird.
Yes. Cause his diss tracks weren't even good.
No, they were bad. It's like,
Yeah, they were pretty
it's
bad.
like I like to imagine it's just like he went into the studio and like he fucking told, the people with it was like, all right, I'm about to start spitting hot garbage, be ready.
And he had a ghostwriter as well. Like he couldn't even hire a good one. What
Yeah.
a fucking L. You didn't write your own songs and you still couldn't, like, embarrassing.
Oh,
like-
yo, if anyone wants to hire me as a ghostwriter, I'm available. Just DM me.
Fucking self-promo bit.
I respect that.
Yeah.
God.
I respect that.
Respect the hustle.
Yeah.
No, but it was just so funny because, like, Rice Gum had been doing diss tracks for months. And fucking iDubbbz and I think it was Boy in a Band destroyed him
Yeah.
in 2 minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how like big fucking Rice Gum discography was, but like fucking 2 minutes
No, his
put
shit
all
was
of it to
pretty.
shame.
His shit was pretty scuffed. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, bro, how's your like thing gonna be diss tracks and then you just like suck at them.
Nothing he released was any good.
The thing was, he got rich, and then his entire thing was just being rich.
Being rich, yeah.
You know who did have good diss tracks though? What's his name? Like W2S.
Do you know who's like really good at diss tracks? Is Chainbreak on Twitter.
Oh my god.
I respect that.
Oh my god.
You
should write Twitter diss tracks.
Oh, just fucking. You should just involve yourself in every drama by just fucking.
Yes.
You flip a coin.
Any drama.
You flip a coin. You just roast the side you get.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck.
You just. Like, there's just like there's just a very heated argument on timeline.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the two sides are so distraught. Fucking Chain comes in, drops hot bars.
Yeah.
It ends the whole discussion.
Fuck. It's.
Can I get a vouch? Can I give a vouch?
Yeah, I'll vouch for you.
I'll vouch.
I think it's really weird to me, right? Because so much stuff. Right, because almost everyone that like frequently is involved in drama, are like, you know, adults, so they're on like later in the night than I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, stuff will happen, and I'll wake up, and it's so fucking weird. It's like, whoa. A lot
Waking
happened.
up after a drama happened is so crazy. Like, you feel like you've woken up in like a post-apocalyptic world. You're like, what is fucking going on?
What is it? Like, I woke up, I think, I don't remember when it was. It was like Tuesday, or I woke up Thursday morning, and it was weird because I don't remember anything that really happened. Like after 10 p.m. that night. And a lot happened after 10 p.m. that night. Like, because the last thing I remember, I was in like a Discord server and I was watching people play video games, and that was like what I was doing to relax. And then I woke up and like a lot of shit happened. Like, it was so weird though, because it was like there was an eerie silence about it all. Yeah. It's like I'd ask what happened, like nothing.
No one said anything.
Yeah, it was like, oh. Like
Do you know what's weird though? When like you like wake up after a drama happens, is like you like normally like you wake up when timeline is dead.
Yeah.
So it's just you're seeing like shit from like 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
That's like the most heated shit, and then you see like one from like 3 minutes ago that's just someone like telling you about their breakfast. Like, it's so eerie.
Yeah, it's some of the weirdest stuff. Like, I've been following more and more people that are in my time zone. So like, that are at least active when I'm active. And it leads to a thing where like a lot of the people I follow do this weird shit, and then like there's silence for like an hour, and then boom, it's another group of people that are active now. And it just,
I get that.
It's so weird, and it just comes in waves. And there's just some people that like some days they're online all the time, and then others they're poof gone. Just like what?
Those people are the scariest in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you like, are you only addicted some days? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
So what are you doing? He's like, are you okay? It's one of those things where, to a degree, I think. How do I describe it? I don't know. It's weird. Like I've been working on making sure I only like stuff after I reply.
Yeah.
Unless like it's an active conversation, just to like scare the shit out of people. Like that don't expect it.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Like I've been
but like not on purpose.
Yeah, I've been debating like making a good night tweet like early, and then like waiting a few hours, and then like waiting for someone to say some dumb shit, and then just like ratioing them. Like, I think that's one of my goals, and it's a really bad goal, but I don't know. I think it's funny.
My favorite thing is that like I will sometimes accidentally ratio people, like no intent to, no malice, just being an ego on Twitter just makes me ratio them. I think who is it that fucking I had to yesterday? I don't know how. I think it's like Machiko.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I did it to them and I felt so bad. I was like, oh no.
What is it? I remember. I think I made. What is it? Like I made my tweet about how it's like, okay, I'm gonna like take a break from dealing with anyone today, and fucking like you replied, and like my tweet had like 7 likes and yours had like 15. It's like holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. I don't know. It's.
Oh, fucking Ant used to seethe at that. He'd be like, we are talking in a thread, and I'm getting 1 to 2 likes, and yours have 7. For what reason? And he's like, these people that I'm like, that I think it was like Emma and Avalanche that would just go out of their way to like my replies to shit all the time.
Oh, it's.
So Ant would be like, why is Avalanche liking your replies but not mine? And I was like, why do you care? How do you have that much energy to care about that shit, man? I don't even notice.
Yeah.
Though today I noticed that Honor wasn't liking my like replies, and I was like, Snake? No, I'm kidding. I was like, what the fuck?
It's always interesting because like I'm trying to think. You get fucking I think Ed tweeted it a while ago, but the best way to determine whether a mutual is a good mutual is to reply like them. Like next time they get into an argument, just like all the replies of the other person. And if they don't react, then then they're a good mutual. Like it. I don't know. It's one of those things. Honestly, I don't think I care anymore.
Yeah.
It's like so much shit has happened recently, and I'm learning it's like, most of the people that I am friends with despise each other wholeheartedly.
Yes, I fucking feel that. Oh my god.
So there's the weird sort of like, hey, I'm friends with you, and then like they're like the two people are like have their privates, and I'm in both of them, and they're both shit talking each other, and like I'm trying not to like be a mediator and like not try to, it's like, well, okay, but it's rough.
Yeah, no, I feel that. It's like fucking seeing like people that you're friends with just absolutely hate each other is like, oh no.
It's like,
fuck.
Look at that. It's upsetting to an extent, but I've been working on just making it so it becomes funny.
Do you know what's fucking worse though? Like it's fine when they're your friend. Like I feel like that's, but when they're your fucking boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
Oh yeah.
Everyone fucking hates Ant.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's okay, but like there's like a lot of like fucking people that just despise Ant's existence, but are cool with me.
Yeah.
So it's very sure. Like I like there'll be like. There was I'm not gonna put them on blast. I'm not gonna say their name, but there was like one person who like was like shitting on Ant, and then on their private, and then soft blocked me. I was like, oh no.
I've never liked that when like when like someone gets dragged in to a situation by association.
Oh yeah.
It's like
no.
Man,
like it just sucks that like a lot of my friends, like a lot of people that I care about, sometimes like they won't like Ant so much that they will accidentally drag me into it, and I'm like I haven't like I'm like that is your fucking private, like don't get me involved, like don't bring up shit with me in it, like I don't want to be involved in any
it's
of
one
this.
of those things. It's like, look, dude, there's a lot of shit you can like get Ant on. if I'm being completely honest. He said a lot of stupid shit in his time, and like you
Yes.
don't have to dig very far. Like why are you doing this?
Yes.
Hey.
This
Anthony's great, alright?
No, like I'm dating Ant. I obviously love him like a lot, but that man is a fucking idiot. Just he is the boo boo the fool like on Twitter.com. Like I don't know.
No.
he's
He's great.
yeah, he's like Grug Smash as a person. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the stuff he says, it's like, oh man, you should just deactivate. Like that was a really bad take. So like, I don't really feel bad saying that because you know, it's one of those things where it's like I've said this before. If I ever make a take that's like really bad, let me know to just deactivate and never come back.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
It's like I don't ever want to be down that bad.
The thing I fucking love though about like Ant is like I'll be like yeah, no, I was talking about you, and I didn't mean to be mean, but I basically called you like a narcissist, and that like you don't always think about your actions, and this man will be like, yeah, no, you're right.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. Like the stuff he says, he just does not think before he does it.
Yeah.
Like it's spectacular because like I've seen it happen in real time several times.
His mentally ill brain sees like a situation that like evokes like the slightest amount of like anger in him or like a passion in him, and he can no longer think through his actions. I've seen it happen so many times. Like we were having like a fucking discussion, like a heated debate, and like the thing is he thinks about them after and then he gets so sad, and I'm like, it's fine, it's like it just happens in debates, you're good.
Yeah, he has way too much like hindsight and not any foresight. Like he involves himself in situations and then like regrets it so
his
much.
His stats are out of whack.
Oh fuck! Like I've been in VCs.
He's so good at like pinpointing his mistakes, but he can't think enough before situations to fix them.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I've seen it in real time. I've been in VC when like he'd involve himself in a situation he has no earthly reason to involve himself in. And like you could just watch it happen in real time. Just it goes downhill. And then like in the moment, he is like so stalwart. Like he will not like waver in any way, which gets him into a lot of trouble.
He's like if he like gives a fuck about something, that he's a brick wall. And like sometimes it's very respectable, and sometimes it's like just. Please, like you don't have to do it. It's okay, please. Oh my god. Like you gain nothing from this.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like it's just if there's an argument and you have nothing to gain, don't get involved.
Don't invest yourself. Like if no one you know is involved, or no, even then, the other people probably have it. Like I think other people have it under control. That's what I've been working on. It's like I'll involve myself in situations and then like I'll regret it immediately, but it's like I involved myself, so I can't just uninvolve myself.
Sometimes I'll be like kind of involved. Like I'll watch it all go down and like it'll get to like a drum point and I'll be like, I'm removing myself from the narrative. Like I know I watched it. I know like I had like a direct part in this.
Yes.
But I'm no longer involved.
Say I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah.
Bye.
I did my part. Good night. Fix this yourselves.
Yeah.
Because I'm like never like so involved that like it's like it's like my thing where I need to go around like talking to everyone. But I'm always involved enough to like where I have way too much information.
Yeah. I think that's one of the
like
I think that's one of the things, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He says some dumb shit, dude.
Like what?
Everything. Like, oh, man, he knows a lot about politics, but I don't think he's had a good take on it in a while.
Who?
And like,
Yeah.
man, sometimes it's rough. Like, okay, it wasn't as bad as the fucking girl who was talking about how, like, Biden would win the presidency and then there'd be, like, a civil war or a coup, like, based on fucking weird hypno-astrology or whatever. Like, it's not that bad. But, like, it's, man, did you read? It's like, look at a graph, please.
Look at a graph. The thing is, right, I've had so many political arguments with him, and, like, once I reflect on them, I'm like, there was no argument. We were arguing about completely different things, and there wasn't, like, there were two different subjects. Why were we so heated? There was no need. Like,
Yeah.
it's so fucking, it's just, like, but, like, I've tried to like normally now, like, if I can sense like an argument with us, like, I'll be like, hey, let's talk about something else. How was your day?
Yeah.
Like, I just, like, because, like, otherwise, like, we'll both just get upset, and I'm like,
I think
it's not worth it.
I think that's one of the things that respect chains for, because you never get in drama.
Yeah,
Like, you have-
I've never seen you in drama.
You have your comfy corner, and I respect that a lot. Like,
Yeah, I pretty much never get in drama.
yeah, it's beautiful sometimes. Like, sometimes I wish I had that, but then other times it's like, man, it's too much fun to feel really, really right about something.
True. But here's the
Yeah.
thing, right? I feel like the thing is with me, I don't think I've ever, like, directly, like, or at least not recently, I haven't, like, directly started a drama. Somehow, by association, or by people, like, not being able to keep my name out of their mouths, I am dragged in. I'm like, please, I'm so tired. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, please.
Yeah, the first mistake was revealing that you're female.
Yeah, it was.
Honestly.
I'm going back to being I'm going back to being a femboy. Everyone leave me alone. I'll put the socks back on. I swear to God.
Everyone will leave you alone.
Oh yeah, you lose like half of your followers, and then
I'm already losing half of my followers because Twitter is suspending
oh
everyone.
fuck, that's right.
I haven't hit.
I've literally lost like 15 followers in the last like 5 days.
I cannot hit 3K for the fucking life of me. Twitter is edging me on hitting 3K. Like, every day I'll manage to, like, move up like maybe 1 or 2, and then I'll wake up and I'll, like, be like 3 down. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a level where, like, what is it, on my old account, when I hit 1200, I did not grow at all for quite a while.
Yeah, you'll hit. Yeah.
And
I don't know if I should make this joke.
what?
What?
I was gonna say I should post revealing news pics at 3K, and that would, like, get me over, like,
Oh
instantly.
fuck.
But it's
Yeah,
so
well,
fucked.
Oh no, yeah, you would get over 3K, but is that what you want it to be from?
It would absolutely not be worth it.
Yeah.
And I would absolutely never live it down. I would never, like, bro, I would never do that. Dude, it was fucking bad enough when, like, my name was, like, in the same set. Because, like, before, like, nobody had, like, ever, like, put the name in it. I think it was Akisa who's, like, the first person who, like, name dropped me. And I was like, no.
He would, like, every single fucking day, it was awful. Like, I'd see him, right, and, like, you know, any Discord servers, and he'd always, like, start to, you know, try and start shit with people. Like, I remember, like, several times, like, don't get me wrong, right, Ant's, you know, a friend of mine, so
Yeah.
normally, you know, I'll take his side in most things. But this is coming completely unbiased. Akisa would just straight up make shit up. Like, he just...
Really?
Yeah, he would just say whatever the fuck sounded the worst to say, and he would say it, and it's, like... And he knew his audience.
That was that,
He'd
like,
always...
That was that one tweet that was like, they were actually dating. And I was like, no, Connor was dating Ant at the time. And he was like, no, I'm rewriting history. I was like, what?
Yeah. That was what I thought was the weirdest thing. It's like, I mean, okay. It's like, there's nothing I could really do against that. Like, with... No.
Yeah.
It's a very strange strategy, but it also kind of works. Like, I don't think he could, like, win, like, an actual argument that way, but because it's Twitter...
Yeah.
I'm like, somehow, some way, this might work out for him.
Like, it's one of those things. I genuinely believe you'd be able to completely change, like, the course of an entire argument by simply lying out of your teeth.
Yeah.
Like, just because, like, what is it? Fuck it, it's fucked up, but it's a Hitler quote. If you tell a big enough lie, and you tell it frequently enough, it will be believed. And that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
I do think, though, it is really funny when, like, because only today was, like, the first time I was able, because I joined a Discord server, and it was from of my old, like, friends from racist anti-Twitter. Like, the actual racist side. Not like the funny haha we say N-word, like the actual racists. It was really interesting because, like, it was the first time I saw drama and I had no idea what was happening. Oh, and I could just watch. It was lovely. I didn't know what was happening. I wasn't involved, and I didn't involve myself. I think I made a few passing comments about how I don't fucking care, but that was like it. Like, it was lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, there's just some times where I just wish, like, it could be like that more often.
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes I'll see shit where it's like, oh, man. Like, one of my mutuals will be involved. And it's like, okay, if stuff starts getting serious, I will involve myself. And if I do that, and then one of my other mutuals gets on the other side, it's like, I'm out. Bye. Not my problem anymore. It's like, as soon as it gets to that point, I'm not gonna deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm too fucking brain dead to handle this.
I won't get involved normally unless, like, it's directly affecting somebody I care about.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I think there's...
And even then, like, I try not to get involved, like, publicly, because, like, here's the thing, there's, like, two layers to Twitter drama. Like, there's the actual beef, and then there's the performance.
Oh, yeah.
Of it all. Like, especially, like, with the bad dramas where it's, like, one of them is just fucking going at it, the other one's having a breakdown on their privates while fucking going at it. Like,
yeah.
And then all the mutuals and all the reply guys are getting involved, and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I don't want to have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the performance of it all, and then like you go into DMs with these people, and they're like, I don't know, I just kind of want to talk it out.
Yeah, that's.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? That goes completely against what you literally have been talking about for the last hour. Like, I always think it's interesting. I feel like, you know, if most people would just go into DMs about an issue, it would be solved.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
What is it? And like, I feel really bad about it, but like, fucking with me and Kath had a dispute a little while ago. And fucking, he soft blocked me. I noticed he soft blocked him. I asked him about it, and we had a DM conversation back and forth, and we fucking sorted everything out, and we're fine.
Oh yeah, because like the thing is, right? Most Twitter drama is just fucking misunderstanding.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And miscommunication.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like normally there's like a very like specific issue that just hasn't been communicated very well, or somebody said something that was like a little out of line, and then it's just been completely like spiraling to this like point where people are like, how could you do it? And it's like like a lot of Twitter drama just blows up, and then it's
Yeah.
just assumptions that like ruin it all, and then especially it's when other people get involved, because the thing is, like, the original parties will normally understand what's happened
Yeah.
and can talk it out from that agreement. But the thing is, when other people start getting involved, they only have fractions of the information, and the more and more people who get involved, it's less and less information getting to those people. Like, the people who are only seeing tweet timeline essentially know nothing.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, the people that are in these people's DMs getting information from all of them. So it's like a bunch of people who have completely different understandings just going at it, and like nobody's talking. It's all just yelling at walls.
Yeah.
That's like, I think that's like a big problem with like. Do you know what's funny though? Minors are so unproblematic on Twitter for some reason. It's always like adults that are like in Twitter drama. At least that's how it feels recently.
Minors don't start shit. They just act really, really fucking weird and make a lot of people upset, but they don't start shit.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things, because I'm part of that demographic. I'm proud of that. I think I've started shit once, and even then, like it was only after I was DM'd by someone who like is like, you're an awful human being, and then I just wanted to let you know that, and then blocked me. And then like there were these really fucking nasty subtweets from 3 different people, and it's like, all right, if you want to go at it, I'll go at it. Like, is this an invitation? Like I feel like you guys started it, and it.
You get bored and like Twitter drama is like, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I could start this. It's like, what is it?
You're like, I have time.
Yeah, it's like, because what is it? Me and Koenig and his gaggle had really bad beef, and that was, that's what I was talking about. But I think, like, just the other day, we had like a conversation, because it was it Machiko? When he's I said Brexit, and he said, isn't that breakfast and lunch? And fucking even Koenig was upset.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and so like I was talking to him, I was like, dude, if I'm ever down this bad, fly to the United States and just put me out of my misery. Like, you can't let me get this bad. And it's one of those things where it's like, knowing that we have that level of like acquaintanceship, I could fucking destroy that in an instant. I could make it such a big deal, and I want to so badly sometimes. It's like
there's that always like that weird line with like people that like you could start shit with, but you're just civil with because you're too tired. Like you're like, I can't.
Yeah, it's like, man, it's late. I don't care. It's like, maybe tomorrow.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, like I'm like really paranoid, so like I have drafts for like most drama that like could happen, and it's just blanket statements about how like you're all fucking stupid, and I've worded them like it's one of those things where it's like they're not for specific scenarios. So if I am like really tired, and I just, or like, dealing with some like, fucking freak out, I'll just drop it without editing it to match the circumstance. Which means it can get interpreted really badly. Which could cause problems. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'll lose like what, a follower? I don't care, man. It's like, I'm tired, I want to go to bed. I think a lot of people don't understand.
At the end of the day, the only thing you have to lose on any Twitter is your fucking reputation. But as soon as you lose your reputation, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. It's like no one cares. It's like I don't.
That's why so many people are so powerful, is because they don't have a good a good golden reputation, and as soon as you don't have that, fuck it if you're crazy. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who cares? No one cares.
What are you gonna do? Get suspended? Make another account? Who
Yeah, you
cares?
just come back. That's one of the things. Like, if you know, some people have like their masks that they put on for fucking like they've got their masks that they put on, you know, for Twitter and stuff. And it's one of those things. Like I was talking this to one of my friends, and we used to be mutuals, but we've kind of just grown distant. We don't really talk often. But he said it's like, yeah, no, if I get suspended, like, or well, if I get into drama and like there's a big brouhaha, like I'll just probably deactivate and make a new account and with a new persona.
Yeah.
It's like internet anonymity. It's like, who fucking cares? No one's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Like I think people really overestimate quite how like much power people have at like cutting people out. Like if there are some things you can't really come back from. Like you know, if you do a face reveal, or if you do
I've never done that.
I'm so fucked. My face is out there. My voice is out there.
you don't need to worry about it. You don't fucking do anything that could get you obliterated. It's like I don't.
True. I'm not running some secret fucking grooming room.
Yeah.
At the moment, maybe in the future, I'll look into it.
The career opportunities. I think.
Right now, I'm fine with being like Doomer ego.
Yeah. You're not that much of a doomer. That's me. Fuck.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm like the fucking ego that like is fucking. I don't even know what my reputation is anymore. I'm tired.
Like you're. Yeah, what is it? It's like 11. It's like midnight for you. Whatever. We're still going. I think.
I'm not tired like that. I'm just emotionally tired of Twitter.
Oh yeah. It's like there's. You know, sometimes it's like I'll just leave and just like, you know, take an hour break, and I feel refreshed, right? And I go back.
Yeah.
And then immediately it's ruined. And I just think it's really funny because it's almost Shakespearean. Because what is it? Every time someone has like their entire following based on making like, you know, rape jokes or grooming jokes or pedophilia jokes, almost all the time they end up being a pedophile or, you know, a groomer or a, you know, like a rapist.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, they fucking, you know, and I think that's one of the things. And someone said it to me about the Koenig situation. And but it applies to so much. Everyone thinks it is really funny because they think it's just a joke. But the reason it is so funny is because it's not. That's why it's good. That's why it's the ultimate cover. Because if you're constantly talking about doing it, if someone does, if like you actually do it, and like it comes out, no one's gonna believe you. Or believe them.
Yeah.
If you deny it. And that's...
Yeah, it's like, oh, but it's all jokes. And it's
yeah.
Like how... I think sometimes people might accidentally fall into it. Like, I don't think, like, everybody who starts out making grooming jokes is actually, like, a groomer. But I think sometimes maybe, like, they get so into the jokes, they wonder how far it can get.
Yeah.
Like, subconsciously. Like, they see how far they can, like, toe that line. So then they end up talking to, like, these, like, 13 to 16-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And like, without even realizing it, they're, doing all these manipulative behaviors.
Yeah.
Because it's just what they've been talking about for so long.
It's like they've been joking
like,
about it. It's just secondhand.
And like it's just like your brain is like kind of dumb sometimes. So like sometimes you pick up behaviors just from like what you talk about.
I think I think that's one of the really, really fucked up things about our brains. Like, if, like, people that LARP as having mental illnesses will oftentimes develop the symptoms. Like,
Oh yeah.
because when your brain's not smart. Like, it's not good. It's not good at its job. Like,
I fucking 100% think like I wasn't depressed at like 13 and I was just going through like really bad hormones.
Yeah.
And I just mistook that as like depression, but because I mistook that, like it just down, like I just everything went so far down because like I just couldn't like pick up the sign that like I was probably just going through puberty.
it's like,
And now we're here.
it was one of those things where I think at a certain point, it's undescribable, because when at first, like, I was 11, and I had grown up in a town full of like the kids that is like, oh well, I'm so depressed, sob, I'm so sad all the time. It's like, bitch, shut up. It's like, you have no issues. That bothered me. So like at first I thought it was just a bad day, and then it became a bad week, and then it became a bad month, and then a bad year, and that just kind of didn't stop. And so like I just kind of convinced myself, I was like, it's not that bad. And then I realized, like, just a little while ago, it's like,
You were down bad.
Okay. It's not just a bad day. Maybe, like, it took a while, but,
No, I get what you mean. Fucking same shit. Like I literally won't be able to get out of bed, but I'm like in my head I convince myself that I can get out of bed, that I'm just choosing not to, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not depressed. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. But like I literally haven't moved out of my bed for I haven't been able to like fucking get up and do shit for like days on end.
Yeah. This is one of the things where it kind of, I don't know how to describe it. People will just kind of, it's a cope, It's like people don't want to actually have to face the fact that things are really bad. Because
well, you don't want to give up like that control of your life. Like once you like accept that like you have like those issues, like you lose that control, like you are completely at will.
Yeah, it's like that's
to that fact.
That's like the thing. It's like I almost don't want to get diagnosed, because like I fucking watch lists. Like I just don't want to. Like if I fucking told like the counselors at my school that I was depressed and incredibly stressed and anxious about school all the time, they watch for any suspicious behavior, and anything can get you in so much fucking trouble.
Oh, I got put on fucking suicide watch at school, and it was so annoying. I had teachers I didn't even know coming up to be like, "How are you?" And I was like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, it's like I don't want
to. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't help when you get treated completely differently. It's like, what is it? Chains, you mentioned earlier that like you had been in and out of the hospital. Like, what the fuck was that for?
You want me to go into it?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it was like, I was just like wicked lethargic and like sleepy and like tired at work.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Cause what is it?
So like,
you're a climber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I like climb trees and stuff for like my job.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Bro, what?
It was it, cause you're in what, New England, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, was it? It's working on like power lines and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Sage, a little bit of information about the United States. In the Northeast, there's this area that's like mostly woods, but they have to run power lines through there.
Yeah.
So like they can't be obstructed in any way because it would cause major issues.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. You'd think there'd be a better way,
Yeah.
but it.
Bro, just build them higher. The fuck?
Okay. What?
Just build them higher.
Yeah,
No, the
I love just making dumb solutions to shit. Oh, I'll put them in the ground.
yeah, no, it would actually make a lot more sense if you put them in the ground, but
That's
My dumb solution was a good solution.
no,
Oh my
like
God.
that's what they've been doing. Like sometimes, like you'll be out in the middle of like fucking nowhere, and then suddenly a power line just stops. Like it, and then like it starts up later on.
yeah,
It's one of those things. Like fucking just down our road, we have like trees, and you can just see they fucked with the branches to make them grow that way. Like they're clean around the power line.
yeah. Sometimes they're like they're usually like 80 feet above the ground.
That's tall. I didn't think it was that much.
Oh, I
fucking-
don't know about wherever you are.
Well, no.
I know
It's
where
like,
I don't want to or anything.
yeah, no, but like, fucking where you're at, it's like I didn't think it'd be that high up. You'd think you could get away with like making it lower.
Guess depends how
Yeah,
tall
there's
the trees
there's a
grow.
lot of
That's yeah.
rules and regulations, but yeah, they're usually about 80 feet off the ground.
That's weird, man.
So if you gotta take out, it's usually about 80 feet.
Like New England is like, the best place in the United States. But fucking sometimes it reminds me of like the Alaska of the continental United States.
No, yeah, it's a pretty nice place to live, but
Cold and awful and bad in New England.
yeah, it's cold and awful and bad. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, if you want to work like power lines or something, it's pretty bad, but
Yeah.
it's a pretty nice place to live. It's a little expensive. The taxes are a little high.
Expensive. There's no one there. Where are they? Like, where are your tax dollars
So the
going?
taxes are so high, they're all paying like for like 10 people.
Uh,
Yeah, the taxes are
it's
pretty
like 10 people have to pay for the government. Oh, like that's always been weird to me. It's like I think it's like what's the entire population of New England?
it's not great. It's like if I could
14
Small town.
14.5 million.
Yeah, it's not that much. Most of the people that live where I am are in they work in like New York City.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's
Yeah, they all take like a 2-hour train ride.
Jesus
every day.
Christ.
Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Dude, I fucking can't imagine fucking like commuting that far.
Is
Like, technically I could probably be like living at home right now and just commute for my lessons. That'd be like a 2 to 3 hour train ride, and it's like, bro, fuck
yeah,
that.
that's one of the things.
Because like I'm only doing in persons like two times a week, 3 times a week. Like there's no reason for me to be paying 6K rent, but like it's just so much easier.
Like it's one of the things where like especially for like a job, like so if you have to take like that long of a trip every day and you do it, you are insane.
Yeah.
I feel like the thing is, I feel like going there probably isn't too bad. It's the getting home.
Oh yeah.
I feel like is always the worst one,
More
because
than
the thing is, like, you get so fucking happy when like your work day is finished, and then like you have to commute 2 hours, and that just drags out your day. Cause like you finish at 3, you get home by 5, and like in the winter, like that's already dark,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and it sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I
Yeah,
remember my
it snowed. The first time it
Sorry.
snowed was today.
fuck. I hope it snows here this year. It hasn't snowed for like the past couple of years.
Oh yeah, same. Where I live in Michigan, we've had snow occasionally, but it's never lasted. Last year we had school closed for 2 weeks because the roads were frozen solid. Like I was coming home one night with my dad, and fucking there were 3 cars in the ditch, in like ditches off the highway. And it's like, oh okay.
Oh no.
It was really funny because like I pointed that out to my dad. It's like, hey, we're not having school soon, and he was like, nah, no, you will. And then we didn't have school, so I was right. I think.
Dude,
No, go on.
Dude, it was really fucked up. Our school like wouldn't close like when it snowed, they wouldn't fucking close. But like my school, like the entrance to it was like at like it was like on a slope, and like you had to like walk down to like get into the entrance. And they was like you can't walk down. You have to hold onto the rails to walk down. I was like, if we have to hold onto rails to walk to get into school, maybe we shouldn't be coming to school. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's always been one of the things. Like, are you really gonna make kids do that? Like because in our elementary school, when I was there, at least, before school, you had to stand in a line, single file, outside the doors. And, yep, and we had student safeties who would make sure you were in line, and they were the only authority out there. But they weren't really authority, because you didn't really, like, have to listen to them. You just did. Like, it was fucking weird. Like, it was weird psychological shit. But
you didn't have to.
No, there were no real punishments. You could just go do whatever you want, but everyone just stayed in line.
Stanford fucking prison experiment.
It was so weird. But like, so you'd have to stand outside, no matter how cold it was. You'd stand inside until the bell rang, and then you'd go in. You'd immediately put your stuff into your locker. If it was snowing, you'd take off your boots. You'd get into your shoes, and then you'd go to class. Like, that was the whole thing. You had to bring your boots and your shoes. But...
yeah, we had to do that. But we didn't even have, like, big lockers.
Mm-hmm. We had full...
our lockers were tiny.
We had full-size lockers. It was just that, like... so you'd have to put your boots at the bottom. But some kids thought they'd be smart and not do that. And they put their boots on top of their locker. You know, at the, like, ramp. You know, because at the top, it's, like, slope. The issue with that is that they're covered in snow, and inside the building snow melts, and the lockers aren't waterproof.
What?
Yeah, so a lot of people's stuff got water damage, and it kept happening, and kids kept complaining about it, and then they kept putting their boots up there, and it was weird to me, because I would always...
what were your lockers made out of?
Aluminum.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was...
in British, that's aluminium.
No, it's... fuck this. It's fine. It's fine. Like, speak American, you're good.
So the story of aluminum, in my opinion,
I get...
is the funniest thing ever. I shit you not. The only reason it is aluminium in the UK and other places is because a British person, when they were deciding the name for the element, went into like the committee and said aluminum isn't fancy enough, and so gave it aluminium, and that was it. There's no other reason. All like it includes the same stuff as aluminum. There's just another I for no reason.
I fucking love that. I get fucking bullied by my family though for like saying shit the like the American way, like the way like I say pedophile, and like it's not pedophile, it's pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like listen, I don't think it matters. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like that's the thing. It's like, do I have to be specific about like my language? It's like no one cares. It's like, do people really care? It's like everyone knows what I'm saying. I don't think anyone's confused in any way.
my family will get mad at me because like if I like talk to like my American friends too much, and like I forget to like interact with British people, I start picking up an American accent.
Oh God.
And I like talk to my family and they're like, why the fuck did you sound like that? And I'm like, oh no.
There was a period in my life, like in my childhood, I watched a lot of Family Guy, and apparently I started to emulate Peter, and like my parents got really mad, so like I wasn't allowed to watch it for like 2 years, and it was
Really?
yeah.
That's probably a good thing.
It was so weird. It baffled me too, because like after like 2 years, I started off by watching Funny Moments compilations, Family Guy Funny Moments, and then I just started watching it again, and like no one noticed, and I didn't start picking it up again. But I always think that's weird, like because when I was little, I'd just start emulating anything I saw that I thought seemed cool.
Yes.
And I picked that up, like, as a really, like, it's not a good skill to have. I don't think.
No, it's fucking, my sisters get so mad at me because I used to fucking like quote fucking Disney Channel characters. She'd like, can you shut the fuck up? And like at one point, like I've been like watching like a lot of Victoria, and I picked up the personality of Jade, and just all of my friends started to hate me because I just became like this massive bitch.
Oh God. I think that's weird though. Like that whole like personality emulation thing. I didn't really lose it. I just got really better at making it so that I could choose when it happened.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of different ways I could handle myself now. I don't think I've gotten to a point where like I'm pretty locked in like my archetype. Like in the sense that like no, it's just my personality. I can't break out of some of the stuff I do. But some of the stuff...
Could you, like, define your personality? Like, if you, like, asked to, like, describe it, could you?
Fuck no.
I cannot describe, like, I'm, like, convinced, like, I don't have a personality, because, like, I could not describe it to, like, anyone. Like, you know, like, how there was, like, that whole trend of being, like, oh, watching this isn't a personality trait, this isn't a personality trait. I was like, I don't know what a personality trait is.
Yeah.
Like, I can't think of one.
What is it? Like, I guess I can relate to that. It's weird. Like, I know personality traits, and I think I know what applies to me, but I feel like any positive, if I say them, it's like, I feel too egotistical to say them at all.
No,
it's like it feels bad. It's like I don't want to like say any good personality traits because it feels like I'm just giving myself a cool name. It's like, yeah, I'm awesome and great. It's like, yeah, you're fucking 3. Like, oh my god, who cares?
It's weird though, because it feels like when I like think of like personality traits, I like it's like funny, kind, mean, and then like I'm like or, like smart, and I'm like, are people that different? Like, are we just all like boxes that have been painted slightly differently?
Yeah.
It really depresses me to think about personalities because I'm like, how like truly different are we? Maybe I think I have a really bad like individuality complex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like to think that like a lot of people are like me really like frustrates me.
I can understand that.
Like it's really bad. Like if I see someone like picking up like doing things that I do, I don't get like particularly mad at them, but like I think about it.
I
like a lot.
Yeah, I relate to that a bit too much. Like I get to the point where it's like I just start to stew on my emotions. I don't know I have them even. But like I just start to sit on them and like they just kind of build, and like by the time I realize that I'm feeling them, it's too late, and like, oh, that's part of me now.
I think that's why I have such like a hard time getting along with like people, because like, okay, so like when you're like becoming friends with like people, right? The thing you do is like talk about like what you have in common. But if like you have something in common with me, I'll be angry at you.
Yeah. Tell me how we're different. I want to be friends with different people. So I think.
Yeah. Well, you think I'm dating Ant? We are like polar opposites.
Yeah. Like I could tell.
I never have to worry about him being like me because he's nothing like me.
Yeah, and that like I think it's interesting because people talk like the whole phrase opposites attract. That's real. Like that's not a stupid dumb shit thing. And it's always amazing when like you get along amazingly with someone, you share all the interests. But it's also good when you don't agree on anything at all ever.
Yeah.
You just have that like mutual bond.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's so funny because it's like not based on anything.
Yeah, it's based on.
It's just I like you, but I have no reason. To.
It's one of those things. If it's a lot easier to be able to have really long conversations with someone about something you don't agree on, rather than something you just kind of you agree on in general. But if like it's something the both of you are like fanboys about, it's crazy. Like you ever fucking I remember once I was talking to someone for like 7 hours about this. I don't even fucking remember.
How'd you talk to someone for 7 hours?
We're both fucking losers. Oh my god, it was crazy. Like we were up all night and we were just talking about it. It's like I remember it was like 11 a.m. and like it's like my parents woke up and came downstairs because this is the weekend. This is like Friday night or something. But so my parents came down and they were fucking pissed. It's like you were up all night talking to them. It's like I'm sorry. It's like it was a good conversation.
I was really invested.
Yeah. No, so it's weird. My parents sleep in the upstairs and they have their den in the upstairs. I'm in the downstairs with like the kitchen and everything in the one of the bathrooms and stuff. And then but we still have a basement and that's where the cat used to live. But now since I got my new bed and new bed frame, which is even with the window, she just kind of sleeps on my bed like she's a god.
Oh shit, he's got a bed frame.
Yeah, I've got a bed frame. I only date guys with bed frames. Oh, poor people without bed frames. Must suck.
I don't have a bed frame.
Oh.
I couldn't like fit it in my room. That's how tiny my room is.
That's
like at home. Here I have a bed. Well, I have like there's wood. It's plastic or wood on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a certain level of like, I don't know, diplomacy.
I fucking saw that tweet. Jesus.
I'm proud of it.
I have your notifications.
Yeah, I also added you. So it's.
Oh no, I don't. Why are you your notifications? Did I block? What?
I don't know. Twitter's been weird recently. I noticed it was weird because I wasn't seeing your tweets on my timeline or in my notifications, and it happened I think with Sage, but that just kind of fixed itself randomly. But Shane, it's like I went to your account and like your notifications turned off, and that was weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's been happening to me.
It's so annoying. It's like, man, why are you doing that? Like, come on, Twitter.
It's like, please, I only want to see a selective amount of tweets. You're not going to deprive me of that.
Yeah, it's like...
Do you go on Twitter sometimes just to look at, like, certain people's tweets?
Yeah. It's like, sometimes...
I do that all the fucking time.
Like, I have, basically tabs open. Like, tabs open sometimes that just has people's Twitter accounts. Not to look at them, but so I can mute them when I need to. Like sometimes I just don't want to deal with it. Like something will be happening. It's like, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. I don't care. I'm not involved. So fuck it.
What should my
So much.
comeback
What?
what should my comeback tweet be?
Oh fuck. That's a good question.
Ooh, it's gonna be good.
I
Set it bangs and then get followed.
you could. What is it? Hold on. I like the Crunk Ain't Dead video. That's the one that I use whenever I come back. It's.
Yeah.
I just like it, but like some of the things, like what is it? I think Degen used the Return of the King thing. Image. He used that when he came back. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know though. It's really weird. There's just so much shit. We're like, man. Like the other day, I straight up made another fucking help me find my friends tweet because my original didn't get enough attention.
Yeah.
And I got 30 followers. So all I'm saying is it works.
Yeah. The Crunk Ain't Dead video?
Yeah. I just like that one.
It's a tried and true method.
Yeah, I only have adopted it because fucking I think it was Alex the Great, when he was like either suspended or restricted for a while. He used that when he came back.
I mean, it's a pretty good video.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
Is Alex the Great a furry or is that a meme? Isn't Alex the
Oh
Alex
yeah,
the Great the guy who keeps getting called a furry? Or
yeah,
something?
he is. Don't tell him I said
Proud
that.
of him.
Yeah,
It's recorded. What do you think?
yeah. Don't look. Here's the deal. Don't show him this.
Hey, listen, this is like 2 hours in.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah, no one-
spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, we can start just spilling our deepest secret.
Yeah. I think all of my mutuals. I don't think there's a single one that I like. Including you two. Like
There's not a single mutual. Oh, there is no pleasure.
Oh, shut up. That's so stupid. I don't remember who said that. I feel kind of bad sometimes. A lot of the stuff I'll say, like I know I heard somewhere. It's like it.
I think the first time I heard pleasure was from CM's banner.
Yes, that was it. Fuck. Oh god, it was that. I think.
Yeah, because I remember you tweeted about it, and that's the reason I saw it, and I was like, I'm never letting us go.
Yeah, it's I don't know. There's some things I guess in that just get stuck in my head. Like I think I was saying last episode, I'll see stuff that is really funny to me, and then I'll forget about it, but it's still in my head. And then like later on, I'll think of it again, but like it feels brand new, and so I'll think it's like this own idea, and then like I tweet it or I say it, and like and then I remember what it was, and then it just kind of feels awkward, you know, because it's like I didn't really mean to steal it, but I did. So I guess I'll commit to the joke. Like I was just thinking about it. Man, some people really need to raise their fucking kids right. They need to be catfishing pedophiles, not like being affected by them. Like that's.
God, I'm fucking catfishing pedophiles. It's such a fucking fun time. I fucking I convinced a dude that the only I was like a pedophile when I was like 15. But like I lied and said I was 13. I was like fucking messing with him, and I convinced him the only way I could get horny is if he sent me a video of him like pouring milk on bread.
No way.
Man.
He did it. He did it.
Man.
He did it.
Man wasted some good bread, too. That's some good bread and some good milk.
Hell yeah.
Ah, that's sad. He's a pedophile, though, so I don't care. I think...
Yeah. Fuck that pedophile's bread.
Yeah, it's...
Oh my.
Ooh. It's one of those things where, like, to a point, I think most people, like, there's a lot of stuff in my life that has happened to me. I feel like a lot of people have probably dealt with more stuff, but, like, I feel like I've dealt with a lot of different stuff.
Mm.
Like, it's all over the place, you know? Like, half of my family's druggies, and the other half are, like, batshit insane workaholics. Some of my family members have been absorbed into cults. Like, it's... Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know, they got out eventually, but it's one of those things. Like, you see it happen once. It fucks with you, because, like...
Yeah.
It's weird, because they vanish for a little bit, and then they come back, and they're a completely different person. And it's like, oh, okay.
What happened in them, my guy?
They're a druggie.
Yeah, America's...
Fuck yeah. No.
It's a hotbed.
To be fair, my family did like a good job of hiding it from me when like I was like growing up, and then like I just started like overhearing conversations, and I just found out like that like a ton of my family was just like addicted to cocaine. Like, dude, I literally like I knew my dad was a druggie, and then like I was in the hospital, but like I had just assumed that he like smoked too much weed, and like you fucking find out your dad does heroin, and you're like the big bad drug.
Oh,
like I
yeah.
was like a 15-year-old who's like had like who hadn't even like smoked their first cigarette. I was like the big bad. I was like, oh no.
Oh fuck. Oh. I think it's interesting, because in the USA, drugs are strictly based on like region.
Yeah.
And then like in some places, like sometimes like one drug will cover a large region. Other times it's like by districts or counties.
Mm.
Like in Michigan, it's by county, which is really weird. You don't expect it to be like that organized, but it is. Like Monroe County in Michigan is all heroin. You will not get anything else there, but you will get a lot of heroin. Like,
That's all we need, baby.
oh yeah, it's
I'm so fucking lucky. I was never like friends with like people that like did drugs or whatever. Like I fucking smoked and shit. But I'm an idiot. If my friend asked me to do something, I would do it. Like if I had like a friend who's like, yo, do you want to come to mine after school? And then like showed me a heroin needle, I know my dumbass 16-year-old fucked up would be like, yeah, let me just take my belt off real quick.
yeah. It's not even peer pressure. It's like I just kind of give up.
I just have no impulse
Yeah.
control. Like if I think my friend will have a good time, and I'll have a good time, I'll fucking do it. I don't think shit through at all.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think we all know that I have a really good impulse control.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see you talk about it all the time. Man, I'm really controlling my impulses tonight.
Yes.
Classic chain break tweet. Or chain broken. It's chain broken now, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. It's always weird when someone when you change your name after a suspension so you don't get suspended again. It's like I never understood why people did that. And now I know why.
I think it's the people that like suspended you didn't suspend you again.
Yeah, because if you could get suspended again for a similar name, similar profile picture and stuff, which is actually how my main got suspended. But
It'd be funny if like some random person was just like, "Oh, this is a pretty picture," and then you get
oh yeah.
because they sing it to you.
That'd be rough. I think it's weird, right? Because the way it, like, I have no idea how it works. Like, I don't know if you have to wait a while or what's the deal, but like, what I
Well, my original account was a Warhammer account, believe it or not.
that's awesome.
I know nothing about Warhammer except the fact that there was like a Warhammer shop, and that like I can't fucking remember where I fucking heard it from, but it was just like any dude who plays Warhammer cannot be trusted. And I was like, all right, I'll take that at face value.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
Yeah, that's pretty good advice. Like, it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's one of those things, like, it's, if you want to be as far away from anyone who, has experienced, human warmth, go to a Warhammer store. And you'll find it there.
Yeah, basically.
Like, it's, sometimes,
You know, I always wanted to go in the shop because it looked really cool, and then I'd see like I'd like look like it had like a big glass window, and I'd see like the type of dudes in there, and I'd like, no.
yeah. Was it like fucking there's one games workshop in like my region, and it's like 50 minutes. Yeah, one. It's like 50 minutes away. And it's like I was checking this, like the prices of everything. It's like, it'd probably be cheaper to get it anywhere else. So like I could buy it off someone upselling it, and I'd still get it cheaper.
I don't really want to dox where I am, but there's a pretty good Warhammer store near me. So I I started as a pretty politically active Warhammer account.
Oh.
And then
Oh no, those two things together don't sound good at all.
I made a little transition.
That was probably for the best. It's
Yeah, definitely. For the
it's
best.
one of those things where like
I mean, I had like 1,300 followers on my first account.
yeah, I think
But
I don't know. It's weird. The only other politically charged Warhammer account I know is Arch,
yeah,
and there's an amount of gross misogyny and incel like Musk that permeates every inch of everything he does.
Wait, I think I'm fucking out about that dude.
yeah, no, I'm pretty straight where I am.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have like 400 like normal followers.
I do love what you were talking about though, about fucking how what is it? He said it's like you just become like, what was it? A tech support, a tech priest LARP account.
Yeah, that's my other idea.
Like that's a good idea. Like
Yeah,
that's just,
yeah, that's my back.
yeah. I think it's interesting though.
Just like, just like ring the gong 3 times and
Yeah. Yeah. Get your sensor. Sing your hymns, and then make sure you thank it. You turn it on and turn it off 7 times, and thank it each time for turning on, and then it should work. Is like I've always wanted to just do that to like one of my really old neighbors. Like just to fuck with them. Like it's like the rare time the psychopath in me comes out, where it's like, you know, when you see like a kid running down like a hill with like a balloon and like with 2 ice cream cones, you know, it's like it's his birthday, right? He's got a balloon tied to his wrist, and his sister's sick, so he got his sister an ice cream cone because she couldn't come out with him, and he's a good brother, so he got her an ice cream cone. And you could just stick your leg out and trip that little child, and make them fall, and they lose their ice cream and their sister's ice cream.
Yeah, you just.
And it, look, I'm not a bad person for thinking these things.
No, I get those fucking thoughts.
It's so fucking weird.
Like I sometimes there's been like a really bad time where like I was like not right in the head. Like there was a dude who was walking in front of me, and he turned, and I was like, I'm gonna follow him and strangle him, and my body like turned, and like started like walked 2 steps, and I was like, oh, fuck, what the fuck am I doing? I was like in my head I was like walking behind him. I was like, I'm gonna ruin this man's life. I'm gonna ruin this man's life. Like it's like fucking insane.
Yeah,
Like something just comes over you, and like you're a different person.
Yeah, it's like just randomly, I'll fucking.
And it's always children. There's so many fucking children where it's like you see a child and you're like, God, I wish like you would scrape your knee.
Oh yeah, it's just stupid shit like that, where fuck you.
Yeah, some like intrusive thoughts, right?
Yeah.
That's what that's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think as long as you don't act on them, you're fine. But
oh yeah, as long as like you can like separate them from like who you are.
Sometimes though that's really difficult because I don't think I've ever met like a young child that I have enjoyed talking to.
Yeah.
Like I
really enjoy children, to be honest. Like I think they're cool. Yeah. Not like okay, I have a limit. Like I can't spend too long around them, but I do have genuinely interesting conversations with kids a lot. Like, cause like my family has like a lot of kids, so I'm like constantly just meeting random children that I haven't seen for like 4 years at a time.
Yeah, I think what is it? To a degree, I don't really know like what is a bad thought. Like there's some stuff where I don't know how to describe it, where like it doesn't really matter. Like I'll think of something and like it's a good idea, and it's like beat up that child, and then I have to suppress that urge within me for 5 minutes just so I can get away and no longer have the urge to inflict violence upon this child. Because, holy shit, I hate them so much. And part of my issue, right, is that children are the leading cause of adults, and I hate those fuckers.
Yeah.
Like,
children are the leading cause of adults. Yes.
That does happen.
Yeah, it's such an issue. It's such an issue. I think. God, I fucking. Some kids are so fucking stupid, and I get it, you know, because they're a child, you know, they're not 10 yet, like they haven't gotten that far, they haven't realized that life is hopeless, and so they have the stupid fucking grin on their face. They're so fucking happy. Fucking, it's like jealousy, but it's angry jealousy.
Yeah, that's like the weirdest thing. Like, is like when I like think back like to like the fucking few memories I had as a kid. Like so much awful shit like happened to me when I was a kid, but I was still like the happiest.
That's always weird.
Because I just didn't realize.
Yeah, it's like as a kid, it's just like you'll be sad like sometimes, and then it just kind of goes away.
You'll be sad, and then like they'll like.
You see pretty colors.
And then like you'll like, yeah, you see a fucking. Dude, I used to be a fucking drama queen though. I remember like my mom upset me once, so I hid in my wardrobe for like hours until she came and like was like, I will make you a snack if you get out of your wardrobe, and that was like enough. Like I had held my ground for hours, and this woman offered me a snack, and I was like,
good enough.
I give. Good deal.
Deal.
I'll take it.
I think there's like a certain level of like what is it? There's like a certain level of I guess, pride that goes into everything. Children are way too prideful. That's an issue. We need to break that habit. Like, they're really uncompromising on their values that they somehow have formed in like the 5 years of their existence. It's like they watch a Superman movie once and think justice is. Shut up. God, I fucking hate kids.
Yeah, they absorb all that like fucking like shit from TV as like truthful, and that's like that's like fucking so strange. Like when you grow up and like you like realize that shit like isn't the way you are, like that like fucking things like cops are not the same as they are on like TV.
Yeah, I think. No, yeah, I just completely agree. TV has made some things really, really good, and then other things terrible. And I think.
Oh yeah, I think like we overconsume media now.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna be on my deathbed, and like I'm gonna be fucking like talking to my children and grandchildren, and I'll be breathing my last breath, and if only I consumed more media. And that's
dude, that's what like I think all the time. I'm like I can never read like all the books in the world. And it stresses me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like out there is a book that I love, like that like I would love, and I will never get to read it because like there just isn't time, there isn't the resources,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it drives me insane to think about. Like I do the same thing with like fucking anime. I'm like I have all this anime to watch, and I don't know if I'm gonna watch it all before I die.
Oh yeah, there's so much stuff I've been recommended to like read and recommended to watch, and it's like, no. It's like affectionately. It's like, man, I'm tired all the time. I barely have the energy to open up like my computer in the morning, so I don't think you're gonna be able to get me to like do anything. And it's always one of the things. It's like people fucking like recommend me shit, and like they'll recommend me like this dark, edgy horror stuff. It's like, I think you'll like it a lot. It's like, man, I don't read this stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I think, fucking what is it? Like one of my friends was like, here's a manga I think you'll read, and it was like this weird like horror thing. And it's like, man. I think the only stuff I've actually enjoyed reading was like stupid fucking slice of life romance garbage. And it's like that's it. Like I don't really care about anything else. It's like it's boring. It just kind of feels the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
I get
that. Spooky.
Dude, my fucking English teacher told me like when I was like in secondary school, told me something that like fucking like ruined my life. She was like, yeah, there's this theory that there are like only 5 books that have been written that are actually original, and every other book is just somehow a copy of that. And I just sat there and I was like, and she was like, yeah, because we were studying Romeo and Juliet, and she was like, yeah, a lot of romances and like tragedies and shit are just like copies of Romeo and Juliet. And I was like, what?
Oh fuck, that's true.
Fuck?
Man, why they gotta copy a bad one?
It was just really depressing to be like, dude, the human brain is so small.
Yeah.
I think that's why like I fucking like went through like an entire phase of just like thinking about H.P. Lovecraft, because like he would like try to create monsters and shit that like couldn't be imagined, like with like I think it was like the color and shit.
It was
and that shit just bothers me because like you can't think of something that you don't know exists.
Yeah, like
kind of thing.
Because he invented cosmic horror, which is such a weird genre, because literally the entire point of it is that you are insignificant, you can't do anything about it, and your life is on their whim. And it's
and also racism.
Yeah, also racism. That's a big part. Man, that's always weird to explain to people. It's like, yeah, I like Cthulhu. It's like, did you know the guy that made it was horribly racist? It's awesome. Like, I'll say that. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? It's like,
Dude, I fucking told Anthony J about fucking his cat's name,
oh,
and they wouldn't shut up about it. And I was,
Alright. I have to interject. His dad named his cat.
oh no, I tried to find fucking reading about it, and apparently he stole it from a KKK member.
Wait, what? Really?
Dude, I don't know, cause like when you look into it, like all of the shit about it is really confusing.
Yeah.
Like it's part of a book, but it's not like it was a real cat, and then it's like he stole it from a KKK member. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
There's a lot of mystery behind this cat.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory behind the cat. But
it's,
What?
no, I just think it's really, really confusing because fucking, there's just some stuff that is talked about, and I am just wholeheartedly convinced, like, sometimes someone will say, like, the weirdest shit is true, and I'll believe it solely because it's fucking weird. Like, if that makes, like, sometimes someone will make a wild claim that's just so crazy about, like, this historical figure. It's like, probably. Like, what is it? This is that.
Oh yeah,
No, go on.
dude, my fucking politics. I don't remember who it was, but she was telling us a story about like this dude. I can't fucking remember who it was, but I think he might have been Jewish. Like, basically, the summary was that like he was into like Nazi roleplay or something, and like it got leaked, and he just didn't care. So it didn't the embarrassment of it didn't work. But I was like, what the fuck is Nazi roleplay, and how are you getting off to that? I was like, fucking huh? Like, she told us that with like a straight face. And I just believed
I
it.
thought you just meant like, oh, it's like a bunch of guys just LARPing as Nazi high command.
No, I mean, this dude, like, got, like, girls to dress up in, like, Nazi uniforms and fuck him.
Ah!
Like, that was his thing.
Yeah, that's one of the things. There's a weird depiction, I think, of Nazis in media where, like, either they're, you know, maniacal geniuses or they're, like, evil goons. Like, like, I've been saying this a lot. Survival horror game where you're in Eastern Europe and you're trying to survive and hide from the SS. But it's a survival horror game, so you can't fight back. That'd be amazing. Like, this is a $1 billion idea here.
I don't think that would go down well at all.
No, it'd go down horribly.
Oh, God. Could you imagine the controversy that it would get pulled off of everything in, like, the second day?
Oh, yeah, no, it would not last.
But then everyone would, like, have, like, the file downloaded.
Yeah.
Trust like that fucking. Do you remember that, like, somebody made, like, a new Pokemon and it, like, got taken down, but everyone was just sharing
Oh, yeah. They made the fucking Pokemon fan game that, like, was like, good, but, like,
Yeah.
Pokemon didn't like it, and so they demanded to take it down, but everyone already had it. You know, oh, dear God. You can't enforce that stuff anymore. Like, I don't understand what people expect.
Yeah, no, it's the same with, like, fucking, like, people, like, get, like, half a day at, like, art fest, but then, like, everybody has, like, an art profile picture. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's the same thing. Like, like, as long as you're not selling it, like, I don't understand who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's like what, like, I don't get why YouTube, like, will take down, like, really old movies off of, like,
Oh, yeah.
they'll be like, no, this is copyright. I'm like, dude, nobody's buying this movie anymore. I'm telling you, if they can't get it here, they're just gonna go to, like, fucking 1, 2, 3 movies. Like, they don't
Like,
care.
what is it? One of the things, like, I've watched it, I think 4 times. but it's 55 Days in Peking. And it's on YouTube. The full thing is like 2 hours and 3 minutes. And it's a good movie, but like it's all on YouTube, and somehow it hasn't been taken down. I don't know if it's just that the people who made it don't care, if it's not copywritten, but it's just weird. Like, I remember fucking in 8th grade, Star Wars Episode 4 was just on YouTube, and I found it one day, and I watched it in class, and then later that week it got taken down, and it had been up for 9 years. Or not 9 years.
Dude, I
but,
fucking
like,
remember watching like Bugsy Malone in like 8 parts on YouTube. Like, do you remember how like they used to upload them in
Oh, yeah,
parts
fuck.
and you had to like search for the parts?
Yeah, that was weird. It's like sometimes they put the filter over the audio, like they speed up they pitch the audio a little bit, or they like add a sidebar or something.
I fucking remember fucking watching anime on YouTube.
Darker times.
But it was like it was terrible dub.
Yeah, truly darker times.
Oh, it was awful.
I think people that watch dubs are psychopaths. Or masochists. I think they hate themselves.
I mean, I don't mind people that watch dubs. It doesn't feel right to me. Something about hearing like an English voice actor try to like replicate the Japanese voice.
The energy
just feels wrong.
The energy isn't there.
Yeah, no, like it just doesn't sound the same in English. Like that excitement sounds so fake in English.
Yeah, because
but like you completely buy it when it's Japanese.
Yeah, because they're trying to replicate what the Japanese voice actors are doing instead of trying to do the lines themselves, which just makes it really weird. I think, oh fuck, what is it? It was the Cloutless tweet where someone said, where it was like, with the would you press the button, you get sent to your anime world of choice, but it's dubbed by, but it's like, what is it, dubbed by, or it's a bad dub, or a Funimation dub, and like he says, like, could be dubbed by 4Kids for all I care, just get me out of here. And I think that says a lot. Because
about Cloutless and how much he hates his life.
Yeah. Turns 29 soon. That's weird.
Dude, I can't imagine being like in my late 20s and being on Twitter. Like, no hate to anyone who is. I just seems insane to me. But to be fair, it seems insane to me that like 14-year-olds are on Twitter and like I was like a 14-year-old on the internet. So.
Yeah, I got on Twitter, I think, like 2014. Holy shit! Like I was like 11. Like I started early.
I had to have been like, I was probably 9 or 10. Definitely 11 at the latest.
Like yeah.
But I remember getting like an iPad for Christmas and just my life was over.
Oh yeah, no. Like I don't know. I was young. I remember it was like middle school, and I got my iPad, and it was like, you've given me free, unlimited, unrestricted access to the internet. This is going to go really bad.
Why did none of our parents care? Like that was like we just no. I was on the internet before that because I had a laptop.
Oh, I wasn't on the internet like unrestricted before then. So like I discovered everything in like the span of a week.
Oh no, I fucking remember like borrowing my mom's fucking laptop and just like going down dark rabbit holes on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, I was downloading viruses onto my dad's computer when I was 6, okay?
Yes! Trying to play Wizard 101, but I just couldn't download it and I kept downloading
Oh fuck. Jesus Christ. So is it, AdFly? the whatever.
Oh yeah.
So either it will redirect me to my Roblox account, or it sends me to Wizard 101 / Create Wizard. And only one time in my life did I actually concede and create a Wizard 101 account. I didn't know it was a card game. Like, I had no clue. It was baffling. I played it for like 5 minutes as a joke, and I never touched it again.
I think the game I played was like Bin Weevils. That was like the play that I played a lot. And I remember I got like the subscription to it or whatever. And I had like written like a magazine as like that was like a weird feature that you could have. And my mum showed it to my tutor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so strange to think about that. I was like, we showed this random like 29-year-old woman my Ben Weevils magazine. To be like, wow, she's writing.
Yeah, that's always been weird to me. It's like, sure, let's say I do show, I could pick and choose very select statements I've made on Twitter and share it with, like, you know, teachers or whatever, and probably get some clout with them. But the risk is that if they ever look up what I said, and they find my account, the issues would be tremendous. It's like Kaiser Brad. It's like I'd have to deactivate because my entire account is evidence against me.
God, you fucking imagine like your fucking family finding your Twitter? Like you just don't come back from that.
Oh, it would be so bad.
Like there are some people who are like, yeah, I have like 1 or 2 IRLs, bro. Anyone finds my Twitter, that's it. I don't care that there are bars in my window. I'm fucking jumping for them trains. I'm done. I'm out. I can't. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's... Oh, fuck. I think, like, a few of my IRLs have my Twitter, and one of them's in this Discord server. I think that's pretty funny to me because, like, I'm really lucky they don't interact with any of, like, my breakdown stuff. Like, that's all I care about.
I wonder if they see it and they're just like, not today.
Like, what is it? Fucking one of my IRLs I don't even really talk to anymore used to have my Twitter, and, like, he told me, like, in school one day, like, it was English class, and he said, yeah, the people you interact with on Twitter are some weird people. And that...
Was he wrong?
No, but that was terrifying. Like, we'd been friends in, like, elementary school and shit. Like, we were, you know, friends a long time ago. But, man, I don't know what I would do. Like, if my parents found my Twitter. I'm lucky I was suspended twice. Like, there's no trail back to me.
God, fucking... Dude, my fucking sister walked into my room and there's just 2, like, maid outfits, like, sprayed in my room. I was like, listen, we don't have to talk about it.
Oh, God.
It's fine. It's not what you think. It's okay.
Trust me. Everything's fine. We're all fine. We're all doing fine. We're all in here.
And then, bro, she fucking looked in, like, one of my bags. She was like, what the fuck are these? She, like, pulled out hair clips. I was like, they're fucking hair clips. She's like, I thought they were some kind of weird sex toy. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, Christ. Man, that's always been weird. I'm always, like, perpetually worried that people fucking, like... What is it? I've been pulled aside by our school's, like, police officer several times because he thought I was high. And it's like, no, officer. I am exhausted, and everything is funny.
No, officer, I just look like that.
It's like, your eyes are really red. Like, I think it's like, no. I didn't sleep last night. It's like, is it sleep deprivation or are you drunk? The effects are the same.
And same
Yeah,
thing.
basically.
Same
Yeah,
difference.
same difference.
I feel like shit and I won't remember it tomorrow.
Yeah. Man, it's a time bomb and it's gonna be really bad. Like one of these days,
What is?
something's gonna happen.
Or just having a Twitter in general.
Oh yeah, like it.
Oh yeah, no.
So-
I just people are like way too bold on Twitter. I'm like I'm not the smartest on my Twitter, but I try to be careful because I'm like, God, one day if somebody's gonna be like this you, and I'm gonna be like, no, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Jesus Christ. I almost sometimes don't know, like what I should tweet, you know, and then just do
Yeah.
it anyway. Like I've got some.
Just don't even
Yeah.
think.
Oh yeah, no. Everything I do is so much funnier when I don't put effort into it. Like the ideas will come to me, or they will not at all. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that. It's like it will either work out or it will not work out at all.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I'm okay with that. I think, yeah. Let's start wrapping this up. And then any.
Chain is fucking just gone. Their ass left.
Oh yeah, I think they passed out.
Well, you know, his thing is like not being just on
Yeah.
him.
Maybe maybe he's gone. I don't know, man.
In Spain.
Follow Chain Broken on Twitter.
Do
With
it.
a 0. Yeah. Follow them. They're cool. He's great.
Don't specify where the 0 is. It's figure it
Yes,
out
you'll
yourself.
figure it out. You'll get there.
We believe
Yeah.
in you.
That's it. Bye.